This week, we talk to the authors of the Complete Walt Disney World.
And then we go round and round on Funspot's newest ride.
Plus, we'll bring you the latest theme park news and much more. It's all happening right now. This week's show is brought to you by Universal and Mousefan Travel, our recommended travel agent for theme parks, cruises, and exotic destinations. For a free quote with no obligation, visit mei-travel.com/attractions.
Undercover Tourist is our preferred supplier of discount tickets to Disney World, Universal, and other attractions. For the best deals and planning tips, go to undercovertourist.com or find them on Facebook and Twitter. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm Banks.
And I'm Elisa.
So, notice anything different today?
You got new glasses?
That's right, yeah, I got new glasses. They really accentuate the fact that I have no facial hair on my face.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, for the first time in over 2 years now, I'm completely clean shaven. Well, not really anymore because it's already growing back now.
I see that, yeah.
You know a reason why though, right?
Why? What are you doing?
It's a thing called No Shave November where men and women can stop shaving for a whole month. It's to raise cancer awareness for the American Cancer Society. And it's a great cause, and I figured this year I would join in on the fun.
Yeah, my boyfriend is doing that as well.
Yeah.
So if he's not shaving his beard, I'm not shaving my legs.
Okay, then. Yeah, you don't shave your armpits as well either, so.
Oh, boy.
I don't think you're going to partake in that, are you? Okay, well, we'll see. Every week this month, we'll see how far it progresses, and by the end of the month, we'll see how much has grown, and then I'll go back to my trademark goatee that we're all used to.
I like it.
All right, well, let's talk about some news that's going on around town. News in the Cube.
First up, we're headed out of the loop where Tokyo Disney has announced a major expansion.
Fantasyland in Tokyo Disneyland will get a major makeover and be twice the size that it was before.
Also, Tokyo Disney Sea is getting an 8th port of call, but the theme of the port is still unannounced. Rumors do point to Frozen.
Sounds very familiar, doubling the size of Fantasyland.
That does sound familiar.
I feel like I've seen this before in the past couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're finally catching up to us.
No, I love this idea. I really feel that New Fantasyland has been a great success for us. So it's cool to see that Tokyo's getting their own kind of version of New Fantasyland. Obviously, they'll have different stuff than we will have. Although some of the concept art looks like they may have a big, huge, Beauty and the Beast area. I think I see a Beast Castle in there, and it looks like I'm not fully understanding some of the stuff that's going on, but it looks like they're moving It's a Small World to a new location and putting something in its place. I'm not quite sure how that is.
Question mark? We'll see.
Well, we'll see. I'm excited to see like a big, huge announcement with better high-res art, so I can really study it, because the concept art's not really that high-res. Can't really take a good look at it, but I would love to get out there one day.
Oh,
to
yeah,
Tokyo.
Absolutely.
Have you ever? You've never been though, right?
To Tokyo? No.
No, because you've
been to
done
China.
cruises, but yeah.
Yeah, I've been to China, but I haven't been to Japan, so we gotta get out there.
Hey, we're gonna go cover this, right?
Maybe.
Okay, all right. We'll get back on that. Now, back at Orlando's Disney parks, your ride photos are now automatically added to your MagicBand.
All you have to do to receive a ride photo now is to wear a MagicBand while riding, and the photos go straight into your My Disney Experience account.
If you don't have a MagicBand, there will be special touch points below the photo viewing stations where you can associate your photos with your admission ticket.
This will also work with Disney's new ride videos, but you'll need to purchase Memory Maker to download them.
Love this idea. Oh, this is such a perfect use of the technology.
It just seems so magical.
Right? It's my Magic Plus.
I know, it's true. It's pretty cool. It's a cool technology that we have now. So.
Yeah, you're able to view the photos and the videos on your accounts, and you can buy the photos if you want, but the video is only available to those with Memory Maker. Thank you. But you can still view it on your account if you want to just see what it looks like. And I know Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is the only ride that features the photos and videos, but then you have to have your account because they don't have photo viewing stations. You have to have a MagicBand to get your photo there. You can't even do the touch point with admission ticket. You have to have an account in MagicBand to get the right photo and video on there. So
well, this is still awesome. Like it'll just make it that much easier to be able to get your photos. So.
Exactly. You don't have to do a thing. Just ride it and enjoy your time in the park. Now, over on International Drive, the Orlando Eye's inner wheel has been completed, which means the observation wheel is on track for a spring opening.
The 400-foot eye will feature 30 air-conditioned glass capsules and will take up to 12 guests on a 20-minute journey around the wheel.
The pre-show 4D movie will take guests on a 3D aerial journey of Florida mixed with lighting, wind, spray, and scent effects.
The Orlando Eye is the centerpiece of the new iDrive 360 complex, featuring many new stores and restaurants, including Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, a skeleton museum, and an aquarium.
I'm excited. Like, even just looking at the inner wheel, it's still huge, and it's like there's still a whole lot more to go. It's going to be massive.
Yeah, they had me at air conditioning. That's all I'm saying. That's all I needed to know. Let's go.
I know we've talked about this in the past. I just want to reiterate again that they need to do some sort of special New Year's Eve bookings or events to where you can go on the Eye and watch at midnight as all the parks in the distance do their fireworks all at once. I think that'd be a beautiful sight.
That would be amazing.
We'll submit that and we'll get on that. We can get free tickets for that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Finally this week we wanted to show you this mysterious package we received in the mail on Halloween.
This is weird. It's got some
bloody handprints.
Bloody handprints.
Ooh, you can touch that.
Oh, well, thanks.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that. Here, you can have that.
Oh.
So there's a print with an S on it and a dirty letter inside of it with
what's that?
A wooden block and what is this? Is orange hair?
Looks like a clown hair or something.
Ooh, USB drive.
Ooh.
Let's take a look. Already, we just ended Halloween Horror Nights 24, and already we are previewing 25.
That's right.
The big 25th anniversary.
It's going to be a big year.
Jack the Clown. Jack the Clown.
Ooh.
I haven't seen him since Halloween Horror Nights 20. If you remember the Giggles and Gore house this year? Mm-hmm. If you actually were in that last room, if you turn around, there was an image of Jack in there, kind of a little.
Yes, there was. It's still in my
homage.
Brain.
So I cannot wait to see Jack again. This is going to be great. And I could see, just looking at this, like, even here, the orange hair, his hair. The S, that must stand for Schmidt, his last name, Jack Schmidt. And then assuming this is a white makeup thumbprint. So it's hints galore.
Lots of hints.
We're already ready for next year. And it's not even Christmas yet.
Hello everyone. For Hidden Mickeys, let's not forget the Disney resorts. At the Animal Kingdom Lodge, toward the bottom of the staircase that winds from the right side of the main lobby to Boma Restaurant, there's a classic Mickey on the rock wall next to a waterfall. It's cool. Take a look.
I'd like to welcome Julie and Mike Neal to the show. They're the authors of the new guidebook, The Complete Walt Disney World 2015. So guys, this isn't the first year that you've made this book, right? When did this start?
2007
Okay.
was the first year one actually came out, and that book took us 4 or 5 years to do. We started working with Disney in 2002.
Okay.
And that first one didn't have the year on it because we weren't sure we just weren't sure about things. So it was the 2008 edition when it first came out with the year on it itself. So.
And has there been one since 2007, or have there been breaks?
We had a break. This is the first one to come out in couple 2.5 years or so.
Missed 2 years.
Missed 2 years. Yeah, our daughter got sick
Okay.
And so it really took our mind off doing our work. But
So it's back
all
now.
back. Yes, yes.
Awesome.
So things are all good. Yeah, she's well and everything's good. So,
Perfect.
Yeah.
So how do you guys work as a team to make this book?
Well, Mike does the photography, and I do most of the writing, and then we put it together as a team. He does all the layout and the graphics, and I do the proofreading, and it's really a back and forth kind of team effort. But when we go over to the parks, I do research, and I go on all the rides and do all of the different things, and Mike is just running around doing photography. So it works out very well together because we can work simultaneously, in the same area of the park, just doing different things.
Fortunately, we've been married 34.
That was a test.
34 years, and therefore we've kind of got out of our system any kind of actual problems like that. So it's not that hard to work together.
That's great. So you work very nicely as a team together. I like it. So this seems like this is the first full guidebook with photos in it. How come no one's ever done this before?
I don't know. What we used to do before we did this is we lived down on Sanibel Island, and we did a guidebook for the islands of Sanibel and Captiva. And really, because we hadn't done a book before, we just looked at some guides that we liked, the National Geographic series, and therefore assumed the guidebooks have photos in them. So the ones we did down there had photos, and our first Disney book really is a clone of the Sanibel book, in terms of how many photos and everything. And then when it came out, we learned that hadn't been done before, and there was this hubbub about it.
Well, when we first talked with Disney about doing the book, we wanted to do a similar book to what we did on the islands, and they said, at first they said, no, we've never done that. We're not going to approve that.
Okay.
No way. And so we showed them one of our books that we had done, and they came back after going back and forth between legal and all of that they would try it with us. So we were kind of like the guinea pigs. They decided to work with us, which was so great. I mean, that really, they've been great to work with.
It sounds like ancient history now, but back at that time, it was right after September 11th. And if you think back then, everything was so changed, the tourism and everything right after that what Disney told us is they were looking to change how they had done things in terms of public relations and stuff, because there was kind of a new world to deal with after that. And a couple of the executives involved in those kinds of decisions used to vacation down on Sanibel, and so that helped kind of grease the
They were
wheels.
familiar with the book
And,
already, so.
they were willing to talk with us, and we got things worked out where everybody's happy with it. Especially after the first one came out, and they realized we don't have any secret ill intent or
Right.
We weren't taking photos over fences or anything like that. So they knew that what we had in mind was something positive and something that people would be happy looking at.
For sure.
So it was, after that first edition came out, we didn't have any problems. It was very smooth.
That's great. Perfect. And so it seems like in this year you've added some opinions about the rides and attractions.
The adding in the opinion was there before, but not quite so underlined. And what we've done with this edition is we've tried to make it way more advice-based, tips-based, and we realize that there are a million pieces of information out there online, and there's no way that you can filter out the bad from the good, and what is kind of pure and unique is an opinion that you can trust, and an opinion from someone that has been there and has seen it with their own eyes. And so what we wanted to do is add to the book not only the nice photos and the like in-depth descriptions of things, but also that advice.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to just tell it like it is, with some of the things that we don't like, and also the things that we think are just a delight, to actually come out and say it, because it's hard for people to filter that stuff out.
And another thing that really affected us this year, we hadn't published a book for a couple of years, and our daughter, who's now a college student at Florida State, she had mentioned to us a concept that both my wife and I are way too old to understand, but it's called TLDR, too long didn't read.
Too long didn't read.
And it's a comment that is a standard comment that perhaps people your age will put as a comment on a post, you know, of an essay or of a long article or something.
Just a long
it's
comment,
a negative
TLDR.
comment. It's
It's
almost an insult to
Got it.
And I thought, well, that's a nice way to critique our book. Let's look and see what kind of content we have here, and when would that come up with that somebody could say, oh, that's too long, I didn't read it. And our solution to that is we put subheads on the top of all the attraction blurbs. So you don't have to read the article to know what the article says, because it summarizes it right at the top. And we also put subheads in the text everywhere that just basically say, what is this paragraph about? What does it say? And therefore, the opinion kind of rises to the top, you know, because we have a subhead that says, you know, this is a great ride, or this ride sucks, or it says it in there in the text of the subhead.
Says it more
so now
elegantly
you know,
than
it's
that.
very clear what our opinion is. And to do that, it basically meant we had to go back and go on all the attractions again to make sure we knew what our opinion was.
Hey, why not?
But we do that in
and
Of
keep it a
course.
balanced opinion. You can't just be dismissive of something without going back and, you know, making sure it's
Right.
worthy of that. And that meant something that's also in the book this year that hasn't been before. And each of the attraction pieces has a segment called Tips. And what that is Julie going and riding every single thing or seeing every single show. So picture her spending a morning riding Dumbo. Literally happening. And she's jotting down on her phone as she's riding it what tips come to mind. So, like for that one, she noticed that a lot of people that ride Dumbo are young couples, and it makes it a romantic experience because they're crammed into that little seat. So we have that as a tip. If that's you, you know, that's a fun thing to do. And we have those, maybe a half a dozen of them for every attraction or every show. We have these little tips, and they run the gamut because it's not, you know, based on an outline. It's just her going over there and seeing what
For sure.
what comes to mind.
Also
That's all
things,
different.
also things like with the new FastPass Plus.
Yeah.
One nice tip is you take a photo of the screen. You know, you don't just have it in the app or whatever. You have a photo of it, so you can just show the person, the cast member, and say, "See, I do have this FastPass time." Just taking a photo of it. That's just a little tip that we always do, and other people might not know to do that.
That's
And so
true.
we're just trying to pass along information from people that go there 5 days a week,
Yep.
all year long. And so we tried to put more of that into this edition, more than we ever have before.
And one other thing that's different in this book is the photos that it says there's 555 photos. It's actually a count. The photos, it had been a couple of years since we printed the book. The last one that was printed was 2012. But we hadn't stopped working. As Julie said, we had major problems come up with our daughter, so we'd start something and we'd have to stop, and then we'd start something and we'd have to stop. And what that meant is when we came time to put this together, I had hard drives full of photos that I started to take, or I got a couple done, but I didn't get the other two done. And so there's, of these photos that are in there, the 500 and some photos, 2/3 of them are new. It's not just the same old, you know, like you often see in brochures on the same photo that they put
Yeah.
for, you know, Morocco since 1980. It's not that kind of photo. They're
Where can people pick up a copy of this great book?
supposedly any bookstore in the world. That's, I'm sure, not true. But it's any decent, you know, Barnes and Noble and Amazon and all those bookstores nationwide, and it's distributed worldwide.
Yeah, that's great.
But you know, it should be any.
So it's very easy to pick up a copy.
That's the
it's
idea.
It's a good read for sure. Anything in the future we can look forward from you guys?
Yeah, we're working on two books now, two brand new books, two new titles that we've never done before. It's
Okay.
we're doing the Complete Universal Orlando, so
That'll
that'll
be out
come
next
out
year.
next year.
Same
and
exact idea as this.
yeah, and we've been working on that. We actually live now right next to Universal.
We actually live on Universal property.
I mean, we can
Oh.
see the dragon's
Yes.
tail.
We live
when
behind
see
the
it.
dragon,
We hear the fireworks. I mean, like right there.
That's
every night.
awesome.
and our view of Diagon Alley is not as impressive.
No,
on
it's
the other side
yes,
of the building.
warehouse looking. But we're also working on a book that is just based on the fun finds and hidden Mickeys that you can find at Disney. So that's been really fun, really exciting, because that's one of the things that we've always been excited about. It's like a kind of a passion, finding all the little details that Disney hides.
And that book comes out, well, we have to be done with it in December, so it comes out in
first of the year.
First of the year.
Yeah, and it's all photo based.
That one's really neat.
Yeah, that one, we're having a lot of fun with that one.
It has
so.
joke pages in it.
Yeah, there's all sorts of
And
things.
the other thing that is coming out is ebook versions of this book, which start
wow.
coming out next week. And just a quick summary, besides the obvious, it's an ebook version of the book. Unlike what most ebooks are, we're not doing it where it's just the sea of text that you're flipping through ad nauseum. We did it inspired by Wikipedia. If you look at a Wikipedia article, there are links constantly as you look where you can go to something else in Wikipedia or go further down that. Our ebook has thousands, I think like 5,000 links in it, and obviously it has 500 and some photos.
And different photos and more photos
Yes,
than
there's
print books.
photos
okay.
in the ebook that aren't in this
Great.
because they didn't fit.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I would definitely say pick up a copy of the Complete Walt Disney World Guide 2015 whenever you can. It's a great, great read, great book to have. Julie and Mike, thank you guys so much for being here today.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
The next time you plan a Disney vacation, book with a travel agency that's been specifically designated as an authorized Disney vacation planner. Unlike some other agencies, many of our agents' exclusive knowledge of Walt Disney World can help you get the most out of your vacation, and the assistance of our travel professionals can help you get a customized Disney vacation that's just right for you, your family, and your budget. Start planning your magical vacation today by visiting mousefantravel.com.
Lisa, what's wrong?
Sorry, I'm just feeling a little dizzy, like a good kind of dizzy.
Okay, how can you feel a good kind of dizzy?
You know, like how you feel after you get off of a spinny ride.
Oh, okay, I guess I've felt that before. Like the other day when I rode Funspot's new air race ride.
You rode that?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could have seen that.
No, as a matter of fact, you can. Here I am at Funspot America, their Orlando location, where they have opened up a brand new flat ride called the Air Race. Now, you may remember seeing a ride like this in our coverage of the Attractions Expo last year. Back then, I was a little bit afraid to ride this just because, it spins around a lot, and I don't really do well on spinning attractions. But unfortunately for me, the other host couldn't make it out today, so here I am, first time riding it. Let's do it. The Air Race. I see this every year at IAPA, and so it's finally good to see it here in Orlando. Tell me a little bit about this ride.
Well, Zan Perler made it. We inked a deal on it just a few weeks ago, and it actually got on property last week, set up in 3 days, and now we're operating. And it's, in my opinion, one of the best rides in Orlando. It's a one of a kind. You go round and round, up and down, and it's just a lot of fun.
I'm just a tad bit nervous because, like I said, I see it at IAPA every year, and I kind of skip out on it because I can't do spinning that well. How do you think I'm going to do?
Ooh, I don't know. It'll be a lot of fun. I guarantee that. It's a smooth ride. You go upside down, but I think you'll be all right. We haven't gotten anybody sick yet. So let's see if you're going to be the first one.
I am that yet. I will be the exception. Now, I'm also, holidays are coming around the corner here. Hearing y'all have a seasonal attraction on the way. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Wow. You guys have good knowledge around in this industry.
I'm seeing the teases.
We actually we have a snow magic coming here to Orlando. We're going to be blowing snow starting this week. The attraction's supposed to open November in the 20s, I think the 21st maybe. And we're going to have snow in Florida. We're going to have tubes. You can make snowmen. You can have a snowball fight if you want. It's going to be fun. It's going to be huge.
Huge! And I will be out here. I can't wait to do it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. And I guess, it's time to get on.
It's your turn. Let's do it. You ready?
Let's do it. All right, so we are harnessed in. We are ready to go on the air race. I'm with my friend Sarah here. Thanks so much for riding. Fair warning, I get sick, so there might be some projectile. I'll try to keep it away. I'm kidding. Where am I? wasn't that bad. This is, oh, okay. Now it's starting to get, here we go. Oh, okay, this is the spinning. Oh, man. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Oh boy. Okay. Oh. And we're going the other way. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there we go. All right. Okay. Okay. Now I'm feeling my stomach. Oh, there it is. Yep. Yep. Oh. Oh. All right. All right, here we go. Woo! Well, that was fun. That was fun. You all right, Sarah? Good. I think I am. 2 in a row? I don't think so. But that was good. Yeah. A lot of fun. Really, honestly, is a lot of fun. But lots of spinning. So make sure you don't eat a lot of food before you get on this thing because, woo boy. All right. Funspot America is open every day of the week. This ride is only $6 per ride, or if you get an unlimited armband, you can ride as long as you want all day long. I suggest taking breaks.
The holiday season is already here in Orlando, and if you want to avoid the Thanksgiving turnout, Hanukkah hordes, and Christmas crowds of the upcoming months, consider attending the festivities prior to the busy holiday weeks. Most parties and events start this month. Check our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com for exact dates. I'm not promising that they won't still be crowded, but they definitely won't be nearly as busy as they will be the days before and after the holidays themselves.
Skip the lines with undercover tourists, crowd calendars, touring plans, and mobile apps. Stop paying full price for your family vacation and visit Undercover Tours today.
So I know it's been several weeks since we've had a giveaway, so I figure we've got something to give away. Let's do a giveaway this week. Something special though too, before you get all excited. Not just one winner, but 2 winners.
2 winners.
Two winners.
My gosh. This is so exciting.
What do we have to give away, Elisa?
Well, thanks to Julie and Mike, we have 2 autographed copies of the 2015 Complete Walt Disney World to give away.
Very, very nice. It's a very cool book. I love looking through all this and seeing all the stuff.
Me too.
How are we going to pick the winners this week?
Well, even though it's a guidebook, it's full of great photos and information any Disney fan would love. So let's make sure it goes to a real Disney fan.
All right. What are you thinking, Elisa?
I think we should ask a trivia question.
Okay. Oh, I got one. Clap and a snap. All right. Since the holidays are upon us, what year was the Disney Christmas Day Parade first televised? Now, I'll give a little bit of a hint here. It was originally called the Walt Disney World Very Merry Christmas Parade when it first aired. But what year did it first air?
So to enter this week's giveaway, send an email to info@attractionsmagazine.com and let us know what you think the answer is. You must include your full name and address, and if you're under 18, please get your parents' permission. 1 guess per person, and we need your email by the end of next Tuesday, November 11th, 2014. 2 winners will randomly be chosen from among all correct responders. Good luck.
All right, now let's start this week's exceptionally short calendar.
No, sadly, this year's Epcot Food and Wine Festival is coming to a close this Monday, but in the meantime, you can see David Cook perform tonight and tomorrow, and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy on the last 3 nights of the event.
Secondly, this week, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party starts tomorrow night and has another party on Monday night. We will have coverage on that on next week's show.
Can't wait.
This is going to be your first time going to the party, so it's going to be awesome. Oh, also, the British Bonfire Night is this Saturday, starting at 5:30 on Formosa Gardens Road in Kissimmee off of US 192. Off Kilter, remember them? They'll be performing, and we'll have a table set up as well, so be sure to stop by and say hello.
Remember, you can subscribe to our calendar at attractionsmagazine.com to stay up to date on both of these events and more.
And with that, we want to thank Mouse and Universal Fan Travel. Let them plan your next trip, whether by land or sea. For a free quote without obligation, visit mei-travel.com/attractions.
And much thanks to Undercover Tourist, our recommended supplier of discount tickets to Orlando and California attractions. For more information, visit undercovertourist.com.
Remember, you can watch a brand new episode of the show each and every week.
You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
And visit attractionsmagazine.com for news and videos throughout the week.
Don't forget the magazine itself. Our fall issue is available through our website, in our app, or on the Nook.
All right, so first Christmas party, what are you most excited to see this week?
Oh my gosh, I'm excited to see the parade and all the characters dressed up and to eat and drink all the hot chocolate.
Oh, all the free hot chocolate and cookies as well.
I hope it's going to be a chilly night.
I do too. Gosh, what was it? It was. I think it was pretty cold last year for the first night. I can't remember exactly, and yeah, I hope so too. Because this past weekend was really nice and chilly here in Orlando, and I loved it. I love cold weather. Yeah, I'm very excited because this year's the first year that they're going to have Jack Skellington at the Christmas party in his Sandy Claus outfit. Yeah.
Oh yes, that's awesome.
I guess I got to meet him. That's so cool.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll tune in again next week.
Until then, be sure to visit your local attractions, try something new, and stay safe. But most of all, have fun.
Secret blooper of the week.
Fantasyland at Tokyo Disneyland will be getting. Oh, okay. I guess I felt that before. Oh, like a Lone Star Cowboy.
Feeling a little dizzy.
Verklempt?
I'm verklempt and I'm so much sugar that.